welcome back to my channel for another video. It's been a while since I have done one. Life has been a little crazy, just a little bit. I thought I would revisit my World War II shopping habits. I did a video here and there before, but with things being a little up in the air right now and possible food shortages in some places, and things are just a little weird and difficult right now, and I thought I would share how shopping may have been, how this correlates with how shopping may have been during World War II. Fortunately, in World War II, there were rations, so you were guaranteed certain things every week, but then there were a lot of things that weren't guaranteed, and you kind of had to get what was available. So yeah, I thought I would revisit that this week, and maybe make this a regular thing. So we are a family of 5, and then my youngest, he is 4, and his dad spends a lot of time over here with us and helps take care of him because I'm trying to work from home since my place of business is closed now. So yeah, so technically I buy for 6 adults, well 6 people, 5 adults, and then a 4-year-old, because my older kids are adult sized, so I just count them as adults, which allows for a larger selection of items, but at the same time it's not a whole lot of food. So I bought for the week, and I did do a little bit of extra shopping this week because part of the economic recovery package, stimulus package, whatever, at least in my area, was an extra rollout of nutrition assistance for families. All families, mostly, I think it started with the lower income families, kids who are already on nutrition assist or free lunches at school. We are already have been on nutrition assistance because, like I said, I'm a single mom, so, and I work part-time and have 4 kids to manage, and so we were already on state assistance, but we got a little extra, so I did buy a few extra snack things that are for the month for us. I don't know if this extra food is going, the extra money is going to be every month for the a couple months, or if it was like a one-time payout. I don't know, but I bought a little extra, and I'll have a breakdown of both when I make my blog post, hopefully by the time this goes up, and the cost of everything and where I bought it and stuff. So what I'm going to show first is what is a normal week worth of groceries. A couple things I did not buy. I had already broken this down in my, this is an old bullet journal, like when I did those original videos. So a couple things I did not buy that I would normally get in a week is onions, because I already have a bunch of onions, so I didn't get the 5 pounds of onions. And I didn't get any carrots because I already have a ton of carrots. And hopefully soon I will not be buying produce. We're putting in a garden, and in the future my produce haul will look a little bit different because next week I'm going to get a basket from Borderlands Food Bank. They do a produce recovery program. You get 70 pounds of produce for $12, which is a lot better than you would have gotten during World War II. I compiled a bunch of different information and lists, and it's about 5 pounds of fruit and 5 pounds of veggies. So it's kind of hit or miss with the food box, the produce box, because it's whatever they have available. I know this last week, which I wasn't able to get, they had like jalapenos and zucchinis and tomatoes, usually a lot of tomatoes this time of year. But we have put in a garden. 1 bed is completely in, so I can share that in a future date. And working on the 2nd bed, probably planning a 3rd bed as well, just to have enough produce, and I help other people. The other thing I did not get either was some eggs, because I have chickens, so that was something during World War II. If you had the ability to grow a garden and you had the ability to have a couple chickens, then you would not need to purchase those things with your weekly rations. Things were more tightly rationed in Britain than they were in the US, and I did go mostly off of that system for rations. and points. So we would be allotted 16 points per adult, or 16 points per person. So I broken those up per week to get a couple things, certain items each week. I think it came to 6 or 8 points a week. 16 points a week. So yeah. I think that's it for as far as basic information. I can do further videos, you know, questions or anything, and break this down a little bit more. The other thing I did not get that I could not find was milk powder. That would have been something that used for baking to extend your fluid milk, so that this could be for drinking. I did not find milk powder this morning, and I did not get any extra jelly, which I probably should have gotten some jelly because I think we're running low, but that'll just have to wait until next week, and I'll get jelly next week. As far as total cost goes, I'll put that down here on the screen because I don't have the total right now. We just got home and I want to film this before everything. I have a couple frozen things that I need to get put away. So yeah, we'll go through all of the weekly stuff first, and then we will go through the like the extra stuff that is the bonus stuff for this, at least for this month. So I will get a little bit closer and show you guys what we got. Okay, my camera's doing something weird. Hopefully. Okay, so here is my week's worth of basic, what would be ration groceries, and there's the extra bonus stuff I got for the month. First up would be 3 gallons of milk. So I broke that down into 2 gallons of milk for drinking, a quart of buttermilk, half a gallon of non-dairy milk, and a quart of cream, like coffee cream. I don't put this in my coffee. I usually use something else, but this is mostly for my daughter. So I'm going to alternate between cream, like this kind of cream, coffee cream, and then heavy cream. I've used coconut milk in my shelf-stable coconut milk in my coffee, and I have a bunch of that, so I'm not going to put that in the rotation right now. The next up would be 2 pounds of sweetener, sugar, maple syrup, honey, those kinds of things. That was a little harder to break down. I got a bag of, I would have normally gotten a 1 pound bag of brown sugar and a 1 pound bag of chocolate chips this week, but because things are a little slim pickings, I got a 2 pound bag of brown sugar, and I got a 1 pound, a little over a pound bag, like £1.25 of, or £1.5 of chocolate chips. So I'll have to adjust that in future, like next week's trip. For cooking fat, I got a 3 pound tub of shortening. It would have been 1 pound is the allotment, so I won't have to buy that for a couple weeks. Then a pound of bacon. I just bought 1 package of bacon because they're never a full pound, it's 12 ounces, so I just go with a package of bacon. Some things have to adjust for, you know, modern measurements and where we are now. We are allowed a pound of coffee or a pound of tea a week, so I'm going to alternate. This week I got coffee. We do also drink a lot of tea, so I'll alternate between black tea, green tea, and herbal tea depending on the week. And then next up is butter, so I got a pound of butter. I do try to buy organic as much as possible, or, you know, higher quality. So pound of butter, 4 pounds of meat. There wasn't, I got a chicken this week. I have a lot of meat in the back, but I like to rotate. It's a 5 pound chicken. I'm trying to stay in that 4 to 5. Again, it's what you can find is what you get. So we got 1 chicken for the week. I didn't, like I said, I did not buy the onions. I think I already mentioned that because I have a ton of onions. I did get a 10 pound bag of potatoes. And for fruit for the week, I got a bag of apples, and I got a bunch of bananas. Let's see, next would be 5 pounds of flour. So this week I bought whole wheat flour. I do have flour in back stock. So I wasn't too concerned, but I do a lot of baking when I cook this way. So for fresh veg, I got some corn. So I got enough for about 5 pounds. I think I went over a little bit. But I got enough corn for us each to have an ear of corn. I got a couple things of Swiss chard, and I got some broccoli. I did buy the head of cabbage because I have a head of cabbage, and I did not buy the 2 pounds of carrots, which was also something that we would pretty much regularly be able to get, because I already have some cabbage and I think I have a couple heads of cabbage already. So I didn't worry about those this week, but I'll get them in the future. And then a pound of cheese, extra sharp cheese. You get extra sharp cheese. You don't need to use that much. And then the rationed items I bought this week are some rolled oats and a big box of crackers. Triscuits actually were a World War II thing, so I went with Triscuits, which is fine because I love Triscuits. And then you're also allowed a certain amount of sweets per week. So these are $1 each at my local Fry's, my grocery store. So I got one for each family. It's like our little weekly splurge. It has to last you the week. So that is our basic rationed groceries. Like I said, I did not get the skim milk, and I didn't bother with the eggs because I have my own chickens. Oh, I did get a pound of dried fruit, so I can get a pound of dried fruit or a pound of nuts each week. So I got a pound of dried fruit. And then also weekly, I will normally buy rice and beans, but I already have a bunch. When all this craziness started, I stocked up on a couple things, so I'm not going to worry about the rice and beans this week. And then for our bonus items, and these are things that are going to last us the whole month, and they're not something I would buy normally, but I thought I'd treat the kids because we've been eating very, you know, sparse pantry food for a while. So because we got that little bit of extra money that's not in my normal grocery budget, I went ahead and splurged and let the kids each let everybody pick a snack. So we got some chips, a couple bags of chips, and I got them this way so that the kids they're portion controlled because they will just eat and eat and eat if I don't. The tortilla chips are for everybody. They're one of my personal favorites, but that wasn't my full choice. Tater tots are for everybody, and the mochi ice creams are for everybody from Trader Joe's. So the Doritos were my oldest son. The Cheetos were my youngest daughter. My oldest daughter wanted the Twinkies. My youngest, the 4-year-old, wanted some Squeezies. I got the Oreos. I was just going to get the latte thins, which I've never had. And then I saw the tiramisu ones, so I ended up with both. Reese's dad picked the Gorgonzola crackers. We got these for Reese for doing preschool stuff because they're alphabets. And then I also got these for my oldest son because he is 18. He's supposed to graduate this year, and his graduation has been, you know, shot to you-know-where. So I got him a little extra treat because, yeah, he needs a little treat. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all soon. I gotta get this put away before everything melts.